Hello, all my merry makers. I am Becca, and welcome to a yarn haul. Now, if you watched my All the Things Thursday, you know that I said I didn't know when the next one was gonna happen because I didn't. I woke up Thursday morning, because you know I video that on Wednesday night, to a text that said all things at Smart are now 40% off. By the way, welcome to anybody new here. So, if you are new and you've never heard me talk about Smart, I'm going to talk about it for just a quick second, and then we'll get to the haul, which consists of both yarn and non-yarn items. Mostly yarn, though. Let's get real. So, Smart is a arts and crafts store that is local to me. And what it is a secondhand arts and crafts store. Think Goodwill, and I'm jiggling the table, sorry, I'm going to try not to do that. Think Goodwill, but only specifically for arts and crafts. They then resell those items to the general public, and the proceeds go to individuals with special needs. And they hire people with special needs. So not only do you get a good deal, but you feel good doing it. So they already price stuff on so that it sells, because they get donations all the time and they want to keep that inventory moving. So to have an additional 40% off, yeah, I was going to that sale. You were not going to stop me. And when I say I went through this whole store twice, I might be actually underestimating that, to be honest. So, would you like to see what I got? Of course you do. That's why you're here. Stop talking and show us the stuff. First, so this is a kit from Annie's Crochet Club. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do the kit because I actually can't see what the kit is for. I do see a flower here. Let me open it up just a little bit so that it's for a fiddle mat, which I've thought about making before. Not sure if that's actually what I'm going to be making. There's one for one that you can wear on your arm as well. But what made me buy this is yarn, and specifically the colors of yarn. So there's two of these. Trying to see if there's a color name. There's not, but it does say it's a 100% acrylic. It says it has 150 yards and that it's registered as a 4-weight. This is a nice teal. That's a limey green. It also came with a 6mm crochet hook. Something I don't need, but always nice. It's a nice aluminum one. And these little mini skeins, which I think are adorable. So I think this might be the same green. Yeah, that's the same green. So not only are there two big balls, but there's one little ball. Now each of these little balls are 25 yards of an acrylic. So with the right purple, that could be a rainbow. Whoop! Didn't mean to hit you. And then of course, if you were gonna make the fiddle stuff, it has bells, it has ribbon, it has these nice buttons, nice big buttons, and some beads. So they originally priced this at $17, which means I got it for $8, you know? And okay, the yarn alone is worth that, not to mention all the other goodies. So the yarn alone is actually probably worth more than that, because considering the price of yarn these days. Oh, by the way, if I didn't say so, you might want to pause and grab a drink or a project. There's a lot. And I have no idea how long this video will be. So, fair warning. Next is what to me feels like a full skein of Bernat blanket in vintage white. If you're not familiar with Bernat blanket, it is a super bulky, it's polyester. I don't have any specific plans for this. I just got it because it's a good staple to have in your stash, and I'm pretty sure I don't have bulky blanket yarn in white. I'm being very specific because I do have some blanket yarn in white, but it's not bulky. It's actually like a 3-weight and chenille type yarn. Let's see if I can find both of these. No. So I've got one of these bags of mini skeins. There's actually 2 of these bags. This is just the first one that I came across. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little mini skeins. Let's see. I'm trying to see which ones are the same color and which ones are not. So to me, I think these 2 look about the same color. And they're just going to go right back into the bag for right now. These 2 are similar, but definitely different colors there. I have no idea on fiber content. This was priced at $9, so I got it for $5. And of course, all of these are different. This is the odd man out to me because it might be hard to see, but this is actually a pale green with some yellow and the darker red. So to me, this is the odd man out. It actually kind of goes better with the other set that I bought. But I can see doing an on the bias cowl with this and doing like some sort of fade. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh, a skein of Simply Soft in white. Again, no specific project, but again, a good staple. If you're not familiar with Karen Simply Soft, it's a 100% acrylic yarn. It's considered a 4-weight. It's kind of shiny and soft, so I like it for all sorts of makes except for hats, unless it's a cool weather hat, because I just feel like it doesn't keep your head warm. And if you hear rustling, it's because I've got the bag right here. Now here's where I made out like a bandit. So I got 3 of what's called Double Creek Farm Natural Fibers. Okay. This is 90% alpaca, 10% mulberry silk. It is so super squishy soft. 200 yards, 12 wraps per inch, which means it's a 3-weight. Now, normally they sell this for $18, which by itself is a steal. So I got this for $10 and I got 3 of them. Squishy soft. Don't know when I'm making it, but I wanted to make sure I had plenty and it was there, so I grabbed it. There was actually other colors of this. So there was 2 other colors in shades lighter brown. And the shades lighter brown, the peaks of color were more varied in color, where this one is more blues and teals. Like the lightest one actually kind of looked rainbow. The speckles looked rainbow. And you would have thought that that was the one that I would grab, but no, for some reason that was the one that was calling to me. It's like I said to the lady at the store, you know, sometimes the yarn, it will sing to you, it will scream at you, and it will talk to you. And then here is a skein of Scarfy. The original Line Brand Scarfy. It is a 5 weights acrylic. 70% acrylic, 20% wool. This is Forest Black. I'm 90% sure I actually already have some of this in my stash somewhere. Again, no specific plans, just it was talking to me. It was saying, hey, take me home. So I said, okay. This is Scrappy Hat. That's all this is, I think. Or if it's not a Scrappy Hat, this is all the same yarn. But the idea is a hat. Originally priced for $1, so I got it for maybe 60 cents. Keep a running total. Guess how much I spent. Just for fun. All right. I got also some mystery yarn. No idea of fiber content or anything like that, but I really liked the colors. Originally priced for $11, so probably got it for $6 or $7. But to go with it, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Rowan Pure Life. 100% organic cotton. DK. So the original person priced it for almost $8. They priced it for $4. What's 60% of $4? $3? Maybe a little less. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that was a nice neutral to go with that. Did I need all 5 of them? I have no idea because I don't know what I'm making. But it's a nice neutral cotton yarn. So whatever is left over, I can always put it into something else. Always. Oh, we're coming up on some good stuff here. So if I might get a little squealy. I finally found, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but for some reason I want white and brown striped socks. I don't know why, but I can't find any on like anywhere. And I have not been able to find brown and white striped yarn. It usually has another color like pink or blue or gray. But this is from Plymouth Yarn. It's called Diversity. It is 93% acrylic. It is 7% polyester. It is definitely a fingering. It does not have a color name, but I'm going to show you again. Original price, almost $9. Sticker price, $4. And then add 40% off on that. See why now I go to this store? Some scrappy bits of some very colorful yarn. I'm not sure if it is the same yarn, but to me, they looked like they could go together. I am a little bit bummed that this small bit was priced for $2 and this one was priced for $5, but it was pretty. I wanted it. It ended up in my cart. Oh, by the way, there's more than one bag. So even though we're already at 16 minutes, do not go anywhere. I have one. I'm going to count. One. Oh, you got a sneak peek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the same yarn. It is this gorgeousness. Look at this. It is so pretty. Now, my favorite color is yellow, if we're talking about single colors. But my second favorite color is teal. So the fact that this has teals and greens and like blue purple, purpley blue, and then there's an iridescent string wrapped around. This is from Darn Good Yarn, Sparkle Worsted Weight Silk Yarn. So let's see, flip to the back. It is considered a 4-weight yarn. It is 75 yards of recycled silk. And then it recommends 4.5 knitting needles, 5.5 crochet hook, originally priced at $16. Just saying. Do I know what I'm making with this gorgeousness? No. But it's gonna be gorgeous. And yes, I grabbed every single little ball that was there because they're only 75 yards each. But wait, there's more. Alright, some of this is not yarn based now, so, but there is still more yarn. It's just, this is how the bags got packed. Alright, I picked up a couple of sheets of sparkly craft paper because I can. And what was really cool is these ones, the ones that have stuff cut out of them, she did not charge me for those. So that was cool. And then these were priced at 10 cents per. That's before the 40% discount. Now, I know that's the difference between a dime and 4 pennies, but hey, I'll still take it. I picked up this. Now, I picked this up because I gave the one that I had away to Sam from Memphis Makes for her Christmas tree. If I make a Christmas tree anytime soon, I wanted some back. So I just grabbed one saying it's festive fur from Lion Brand. There we go. And the color is just gold. It's considered a bulky 5 because of the fun fur-ish quality to it. Now, I don't know what yarn this is, but this is very similar to some yarn that I already have. I've bought it several times. It's either Carrot Party, or Red Heart. Can't remember, but they're both white. They both have this iridescent shimmer throughout, and I like to use it a lot. Wonder why? Because I like sparklies. So I was like, well, you know, always could use more. I picked up 2 skeins of, it's called Simply Worsted by Haiku. It is 55% superwash merino, 28% acrylic, 17% nylon. Each one of these is 140 yards. So I thought, if nothing else, a nice knitted hat with good cables to show off the for that solid color to show off the definition of. Oh, another staple yarn. If you noticed, all the white yarns, I've called them my staple yarn. It's interesting. This is Lion Brand Baby Soft. It is a 3-weight, I want to say acrylic. 60% acrylic, 40% nylon. This has 459 yards. Again, just something to have in the stash just in case. Now, I know I have some of these somewhere, but it's just Velcro dots that are sticky. I've told you that I have special needs children. One of them is my ADHD son, who really is struggling with his daily routine. So we're going to make a thing for him where when he finishes a part of his routine, he sticks it and it will say done with a big green check mark or something like that. I haven't gotten it all worked out in my head yet, but it's there. Now this is for my sister / roommate. She is a quilter. She was looking for some ice blue fabric. Now this is not a solid, so I don't know if she's going to use it for the thing that she needs it for, but I figure even if she doesn't, it's a nice staple for her. A yarn bowl. And what makes this one nice is that it's plastic. Not flimsy wood, which is easily broken, or ceramic, which is easily broken. But plastic. Hooray. The maker of this is, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Yarn Valet. I don't know if this company is still in business or anything like that. I bought it because it's a yarn bowl that I can finally use. I'm running out of space on my table, but we're almost done. I bought also what I was raised to call a recovery kit. It's got sewing needles and pins, a tiny pair of scissors, buttons, and then bobbins of different colors of yarn. Oh, not to mention a needle threader. Did I say safety pins? But to me, this is the perfect thing to have in your bag at all times, whether you sew or not, because accidents happen. And yes, I could have bought something like this from Kroger, but do you know those things are priced at like $12 now? $8. And that's before the 40% off. Ah, here's the other set of minis. So these ones actually, a couple of them have labels. So 4 of them are white-ish. And these are the kind of labels that you see from, well, that's interesting. Nitpicks. Looks like there's 2 labels here. So this one says Capretta. It's a finger weaving weight. So this is undyed yarn. 46 yards in just this little hank. It is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. And then this one is called Swish, which I've worked with their Swish before. It's 22 yards. It's a worsted weight. It is also undyed, 100% superwash merino wool. So the difference is one is fiber content and what it how big it is. And then the rest of these don't have labels. But if I were to make a wager, I would say that the person who owned these bought a bunch to dye and then didn't like the colors. So they gave up something and now I'm benefiting. Well, I thought this one went with one of these ones, but I don't know. This guy might just be destined to go to the scrap bin because there's not much there. And the scrap bin is not a place for yarn to go to dye. It just means that I don't know what to do with it that little bit until inspiration strikes. And it always does. Even if it's just in a scrappy hat or a scrappy squid. If you haven't seen my scrappy squids, there's a video. They are cute. Just a couple more things and then we're done. I know we're almost at half an hour. But they had a couple of called Top This. One is a blue bear and one is a giraffe. So the cool things about these is you do not need a pattern, but I am going to go ahead and open it up to show you something, which is I think is really cool. And I know it's there because I've done one of these before. So it has instructions. I'm not going to get too close because of copyright infringement. But it has knitting instructions on how to do 2 different sizes. One is a toddler size and one is an adult small. And then that's just to knit in the round. And then it tells you how to decrease in everything. And then it shows you how to attach the hat. I thought it had crochet instructions as well, but apparently it's just knitting instructions. But these make really fun hats. The kids love them. And if you don't want to use this to make a hat, it makes a great lovey. I'm just, you know, I think they're great. Obviously, I bought 2 and I've made one in the past. So I also got some artistic copper wire, and that is because the young man that lives with me, he likes metal things. And I actually got some other bits and pieces of metal to go with it. I thought maybe he could maybe make a sculpture of some sort or just play. Just play. And then I got a stack of patterns. These were actually all, so outside the store, I'm still jiggling, you guys. I'm so sorry. I will have to change up my setup. But outside the store is what you would find at the grocery store type basket. And it's got all sorts of stuff in it, and it's marked free. Well, this time it looked like somebody had literally opened up a pattern book and dumped in the insides into that cart. So I wanted to go through it more, but my tummy started grumbling, and I promised my husband that I would be home for lunch. So there you go. That is everything. This was a really long video. Thanks for sticking with me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment down below. If you like my channel and you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you are subscribed and you really, really like my channel, please share my videos. And in the meantime, make what makes you merry. Ciao.